Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Namayom Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale, Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste, Swaraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine, Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine, Vancha Kilpatirubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Vacha, Patitanam Pavanebhya Vishnavebhya Namo Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna. Welcome to today's session of Bhakti Vaibhava course. So we have successfully completed Unit 1 of Bhakti Vaibhava. That's Canto 1, Chapter 1 to 1.3.39. Yeah. So now we start Unit 3. Unit 2. Sorry, Unit 2. Unit 1 was Canto 1. Preface to 1.3.39. Now Canto 1.3.40 to 1.7.11. Unit 2. So, yeah. According to when we take like longer classes in Bhakti Vaibhav, we take 5 classes, 5 sessions for this, and it which is a bit rapid also, which is a bit overview type also. And there we don't get into much details of all the verses and all the purports. But here we are trying to touch all the verses and all the purports and at least discuss some of the things, even if not much details. And we are doing shorter classes. So let's see how many sessions we can do for this unit. Starts from 1.3.40 to 40 to 44 and then. Okay. So now this section talks about glories of Srimad Bhagavatam. Glories of Srimad Bhagavatam. This Bhagavad Puran is, just a second. Idam Bhagavatam Nama Puranam Brahma Samhitam Uttama Shloka Charitam Chakara Bhagavan Rishihi Nishreyasaya Lokasya Dhanyam Swastvayanam Mahat. This Srimad Bhagavatam is the literary incarnation of God, and it is compiled by Srila Vyasadeva. The incarnation of God. It is meant for the ultimate good of people, of all people, and it is all successful, all blissful, and all perfect. So this glorifies actually the identity of Bhagavatam, we can say. What is Srimad Bhagavatam? Introduction to Bhagavatam directly. What is Srimad Bhagavatam? Bhagavatam is literary incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Just a second. It is the literary incarnation of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Brahma Samhitam, incarnation of Krishna, and it talks about Krishna. So, Puranam Brahma Samhitam. Okay, Puranam Brahma Samhitam, incarnation of Krishna, and Uttama Shloka Charitam, subject matter of Bhagavatam. What is Srimad Bhagavatam? Brahma Samhitam, incarnation of Krishna. Okay. And what is the What is the subject matter of Srimad Bhagavatam? Uttama Shloka Charitam. Okay. And who compiled it? Chakara Bhagavan Rishihi. Who compiled it? By Vyasdev. So, yeah. What is Srimad Bhagavatam? Brahma Samhitam. And Uttama Shloka, what is the subject matter of Bhagavatam? Uttama Shloka Charitam talks about Supreme Lord. And who compiled Bhagavatam? Chakara Bhagavan Rishi, another incarnation of Supreme Lord. So we can say Srimad Bhagavatam is incarnation of Lord. Incarnation hat trick. One devotee was saying. Nishesaya lokasya dhanyam swasvayanam mahat. And it can give, it's it can bestow us all success, all the bliss, and all perfection. That's the glory of Bhagavatam. So we can worship Srimad Bhagavatam as we worship the Supreme Lord, literary incarnation of Supreme Lord, Vangmaya Vigraha. So Prabhupada said we can even offer bhoga to Bhagavatam. I heard from one of the Maharaj, he was saying that we can offer bhoga to Bhagavatam. So how we should read? Carefully and patiently. Hmm. Yeah, carefully and patiently. Lord Chaitanya's private secretary, Swarup Damodar Goswami, advised all intending visitors who came to see the Lord at Puri to make a study of Bhagavatam from the person Bhagavad, Vaishnava, from a devotee, study from a devotee. Hmm. Okay. Similar thing is said in Bhagavatam. You can see similar, same. First two lines of this verse are found in Bhagavatam 2.1.8. You'll find similar sentences, similar point. Hmm. Okay. Now text 41. It talks about how Srimad Bhagavatam is the essence, summary, cream of all scriptures. Tadidam grihamanasya sutam atmavatam varam sarvavedeti hasanam saram saram samudhritam. Sri Vyasdev delivered it to his son, who is the most respected among the self-realized. After extracting the cream of all Vedic literatures and histories of the universe, he bestowed it to his son. After extracting the cream of all the Vedic literatures and the histories. Okay. So then he talks about how men with poor fund of knowledge only accept the history of world from the time of a Buddha or since 600 BC. And prior to this period, all histories mentioned in the scriptures are calculated by them only imaginary stories. That's not a fact. They only accept till 600 BC. Why not before that? So Srimad Bhagavatam was spoken before that. We should always remember the maxim that one man's food is another man's poison. We should not therefore reject the stories of histories of Puranas as imaginary. Wonderful stories of Bhagavatam. It's nothing wonderful. So this wonder, we said that we use the word wonder. Oh, it's wonderful. Wonderful means it's brilliant. It's beautiful. It's nice to see. But another wonderful is wonder. It's astonishing. So Prabhupada is saying that there is nothing wonderful in the stories of Bhagavatam. It's not astonishing in Bhagavatam. It's true. It's true thing, true events. True events. We should not listen from professional reciters who recite Bhagavatam only for earning money. It has become a business of this Bhagavata and become a cause of spiritual death for so many hearers. Now, Shukdev Goswami, he glorifying Bhagavatam. Satu samshravayamasa maharajam parikshitam prayobhavishtam gangayam paritam paramarshivhi. Shukdev Goswami, the son of Vyasdeva, in his turn delivered the Bhagavatam to the great emperor Parikshit, who sat surrounded by sages on the bank of Ganges, awaiting death without taking food or drink. Shukdev Goswami, the son of Vyasdeva, in his turn delivered the Bhagavatam to great emperor Parikshit, who sat surrounded by the sages on the bank of Ganges. Yeah, Shukdev Goswami recited Bhagavatam. Shankaracharya said, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam, Bhaja Mudhamate. So you should worship Govinda. Prabhupada is saying here that has even Shankaracharya recommended that. See? Impersonal philosopher. But he also said that how we should worship Srimad, the Srimad Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sukdev Goswami also followed that. The time of death, he at once, Parikshit Maharaj at once left his kingdom and family and sat down on the bank of the Ganges to fast till death. In pursuance of this eternal truth, Srimad Bhagavatam was heard by Emperor Parikshit and it was recited by the able Shukdev Goswami. So now in text 43, talks about the sixth question, which was remaining, last question. What is that? That Dharmakam Sharanam Gataha. After Krishna has left this world, answer to question 6 in the first chapter, 1 to 123. This question was that after Krishna left from this world, where did religious principle take shelter of? Dharma kam sharanam gataha. Answer lies here. Krishne swadhamupagate dharma jnanadibhi sah kalo nashta drishamesha puranarko dhunoditaha. This Bhagavad Puran is as brilliant as the sun, and it has arisen just after the departure of Lord Krishna to his own abode, accompanied by religion, knowledge, etc. Persons who have lost their vision due to the dense darkness of ignorance in the age of Kali shall get light from this Purana. Brilliant as the sun, and it has arisen just after the departure of Lord Krishna to his abode, accompanied by Dharma and Jnana. So this is Srimad Bhagavatam, which can show us the real light for the entire world. So dharmam tu sakshat bhagavat pranitam. Dharma means the injunction as injuncted or instructed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Whatever he said is dharma. Without him, nobody can give us dharma. Except God, none can establish the principle of religion. So that verse is wonderful reference for this. Bhagavatam 6.3.19. See that 6.3.19. Dharmam tu sakshat bhagavat pranitam. Only Krishna, only Supreme Lord can give us dharma. In Kali Yuga, people are really dull-headed, and you see that in the Kali Yuga, the population is just a royal addition of the animal. See, human beings are just royal addition to the animal. Such heavy statements of Prabhupada and brilliant statements, quotations, how he gave. They have nothing to do with spiritual knowledge or godly religious life. He empowered Vyasdeva through Nara to compile the messages of Bhagavatam. So that's Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. Bhagavad Gita is about Krishna. Bhagavad Gita is words of God, and Bhagavatam is about God or activities of God, we can say. Chaitanya Charitamrita is activities of God in disguise of a devotee. Now text 44. Tatra kirtayato vipra viprarsher bhuri tejasaha aham chadhyagamam tatra nivishtastanugrahat soham shavayishyami yathadhitam yathamatihi. Learned Brahmanas, when Shukdev Goswami recited Bhagavatam there in the presence of Emperor Parikshit, by his mercy I heard this from that great and powerful sage with rapt attention. Now I shall try to make you share the very same thing as I learned it from him and as I have realized it. I have learned it and I have realized it. So one can certainly see directly the presence of Lord Sri Krishna in the pages of Bhagavatam if one has heard it from a self-realized great soul like Shukdev Goswami. One cannot, however, learn Bhagavatam from a bogus hired reciter whose aim of life is to earn some money out of such recitation and employ the earning of in sexual indulgence. No one can learn Srimad Bhagavatam who is associated with persons engaged in sex life. That's the secret of learning Bhagavatam. So, yathadhitam yathamati, it says wonderful. Yathadhitam yathamati. As far as my realization, that's important. So what I have heard from Shukdev Goswami, and I'm not going to say anything concocted. So as I learned from him and as I have realized it. Not that I could learn everything from him, and not that I could realize everything from him. That is the mood of Acharyas. When they say that, okay, yathadhitam yathamati, doesn't mean that, okay, oh, I have heard and learned everything and I will say you everything. No. Whatever I could learn and whatever I could realize. Out of many, many things, I could hear few things. I could learn few things. And out of that few things, what I learned, even more few things, what I could, fewer I could realize. Same thing, Vidura, Maitreya also says to Vidura in the beginning of their discussion. Tathapi kirtayam yanga yathamati yathashrutam, yathamati yathashrutam. As I heard and as my intelligence can, as much as it can allow me, till that time, that much only. Yathamati yathashrutam. Okay. So here Prabhupada is saying that the secret of understanding, studying Srimad Bhagavatam, that those who are associated with sex indulgence, they cannot understand Bhagavatam, nor can one learn Bhagavatam from who interprets the text by his Munjan scholarship. One has to learn them from representative of Shukdev Goswami. Okay. Only then only one can understand. Nivishta means that Shukdev Goswami drank the juice of Bhagavatam through his ears. Nivishta, he drank through his ears. That's the real process of receiving Bhagavatam. One should hear with rapt attention from the real person, and then he can at once realize the presence of Lord Krishna in every page. That the secret of knowing Bhagavatam is mentioned here. From a real person, listen to it and drink it. Really drink it. Okay. Now, thus ends chapter 3, Glories of Bhagavatam. Now we go to, so thus chapter 3 is ended with a few verses, Glories of Bhagavatam. Chapter 4 starts from this point with further to extend this point to glorify Srimad Bhagavatam. Now, chapter 4, appearance of Sri Narada. Interesting chapter. What happens to Vyasadeva, who is the incarnation of Supreme Lord? What happens to him? So this chapter, okay, so we can see in a nutshell, sages questions, 6 questions and answers to them. Ultimate good for humanity answered in 1.2.6 to 29. 1.2.6 talks about Parabhakti, Savai Pumsam Parabhakti Yato Bhakti Parabhakti Yato Bhakti Radokshade. Ahaitukya Pratihata Yatma Suprasidati. Parabhakti, which should be Ahaitukya Pratihata, and further talks about Bhagavata Bhakti. Essence of all scriptures. What is the essence of all scripture that we should hear? Hear about Bhagavatam. Dharma sonstrito pumsam vishvaksena yatha suyaha na utpade jadiratim shamaye vahi kevalam. After here doing all this dharma and everything, if we don't get desire to hear about Srimad, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then Shamaya Vahi Kevalam, it's just useless endeavor. Useless endeavor. And he talks about Krishna's appearance. Question was about Krishna's appearance, which was discussed in 1.2.34. And why did Krishna appear? In order to uplift the souls in the mood of goodness. And also other verses. Then question 4 and 5 talked about Purushavasaras and Lilavataras, which described in these verses respectively 22 incarnations, Lilavataras. Then shelter for religion, question 6. It was mentioned nicely. Okay. So then we go to next chapter, appearance of Sri Narada. Which they, in fourth chapter they will ask again. So now 6 questions are answered. They asked 6 questions, and Sutta Goswami answered these 6. Thus ends first 3 chapters. So in chapter 1 they asked 3 questions, 6 questions. In chapter 2 and 3, Sutta Goswami answered these 6. So thus first 3 chapters are gone. Means first part of Canto 1 is gone. Now in chapter 4, they will ask the rishis of Shaunaka Rishi on behalf of the sages of Naimisharanya will ask a few questions. See, and to answer these questions, entire first canto, rest of first canto will go from chapter 4 to chapter 19. Rest of first canto will go in like that. Further questions and all, which we will start in the next session. We start studying in the next session. Hare Krishna.